Hey guys, what's going on? I want to talk about the 5 best bolt-on mods you could do to your RAM for performance-wise. Now, I'm not going to talk about heads or cam or a supercharger, any big power mods, because that's going to cost a lot more money. I'm just talking about basic bolt-on mods to give your car the performance it needs that you want. The number one mod. Well, this is for 8 speeds and 6 speeds. I would still say the number one mod would definitely be a custom tune, without a doubt. You'll get the most out of your truck with a custom tune, probably more than any other mod. Now, for the 6 speeds, I would say probably, well, I'm going to say headers are close second for the 6 speeds, but I would go with gears and a torque converter. 8 speed, gears and torque converter aren't needed as much, and there's really not many options for either one. Unless, the 8 speed, you can have 392s are the best you would put on them. But if you're looking to put on a 28-inch drag tire, then in my opinion, you don't need 392s as much, because I have 321s and I 60 foot just as good as any 392 out there, if not better. So I can't really tell you go put 392s on. Are they a better option overall? Yes. You will get more performance out of them, but I wouldn't say it's as needed in the 8 speed. Now, in the 6 speed, or even a 5 speed, the best is 456s for straight quarter mile performance. I probably say 410s for highway. I don't have one, but it's my, from knowing a lot of people with them, and a high torque converter. You will get off the line very, very well. So those are the top 2 mods I would say if you want to do something fit to make your RAM really stand out. Would be a custom tune, gears, and torque converter. They're 1, 2, and 3, but gears and torque converter are like they go with each other. But for the 8 speed, it would be custom tune, and then I would say long tube headers. Yes, don't get shorties; they're useless. You may get a little bit more torque, but go with long tubes. You get much more power. Now, if you do long tubes and a custom tune, I would say, that's going to be your best bet. Some guys have gotten 60 wheel horsepower with a custom tune and long tube headers. I don't know what I've gotten. I haven't got mine dynoed yet. I might in the future. We'll see if I get the opportunity, but as of right now, my testing is at the racetrack. That's where I see my biggest gains, or my basically, yes, I see my biggest gains at the racetrack. That's where all the tuners say to go. Dynoing doesn't really prove much. Your biggest gains are going to be at the racetrack. Now, then I would say go with a custom track intake or any good cold air intake. I put a custom track intake on mine. It's the best you could do, but some guys don't want to go through all that. Definitely go with a nice cold air intake. Another good model would be a ported throttle body. They're not going to do as much as people think they are, especially if you don't have like heads cam or ported intake manifold, but it's definitely going to give you something. When I had my Mo's on, I gained a 10th, and I changed that out for a Fast Man. I don't know if I gained anything from the switch. Probably not, but I wanted to go with it anyway because I heard very good things from Fast Man from my tuner. Definitely get an exhaust. The stock mufflers are very restrictive, and with a free flowing muffler, you're gonna, you suck in more air. You want to push out more air, especially with headers. I went catless. You could get cats, depends on where you live, if you have emissions or not. I went catless anyway. I don't really care, because catless is louder and it's going to give you a little bit more power. Not going to do a lot more power, but it's going to give you a little more power because it's all straight, free flowing through mandrel bends. And yeah, those are the top bolt-on performance mods that I would definitely recommend for a Hemi RAM. I've done the best. My biggest performance mod, without a doubt, was the tune. I went 14.9 bone stock in this truck. It was also at 2000 DA, so 2000 plus DA. It was like 20. It was like a 98 degree day. If this truck probably bone stock on a nice, cool, chilly day, I would say mid 14s without a doubt. A lot of guys have gotten that. But then I put a tune on and I went right into the 13s with just the tune. I don't think it was like 13.9. And then I put on a port throttle body. I went right to a 13.8. Exhaust, 13.7 with all three of them. Intake, I think I had an intake on too somewhere in there. I can't remember when I had my K&N. So it was like 13.7. Headers got me down to low 13s, and I switched tuners and I got even faster. I went faster with my J Green tune than I did with Hemi Fever tune in hotter weather. Like a good amount faster. I think it was like 0.3. He sent me a lot of tunes, and we went through to get this truck running perfectly. He did a lot of work, and I really appreciate all his help he did to help get this truck where it is. And I prepped my truck, as you all know. I got this thing. I put on drag radials, 17-inch tires. If you're going to go for the best time you can get, you might as well go all out. And that's what I do. And I'm still going to do it, even this upcoming race season. So those are my thoughts on the best mods you can get for the truck. If you have any questions, just leave in the comments. Have a good one.